Hello guys, welcome back to a new video in Learn Kurdish language. It's our 13th lesson and it's about romantic phrases. I know probably most of you guys waited for this lesson. Actually, someone requested, but not as a lesson, requested how can I tell my boyfriend, my Kurdish boyfriend, how can I tell him I love you, hug me or kiss me or something like that. And I think, if you have a Kurdish boyfriend or a Kurdish girlfriend, I think this lesson is ideal for you. Actually, I prepared this lesson like a time ago, but I couldn't make a video and share it fast because a few days ago my squirrel died. My squirrel passed away. So it's really made me stop in recording the video for this lesson. It's really affected me because I really loved my squirrel. And let me show you his picture, some of his pictures. So basically, yeah. So I couldn't share it. So that's why I'm sorry to be late. Another announcement is that our next lesson, which is 14th lesson, is going to be about Kurdish scripts or Kurdish writing system. Someone asked me a long time ago to make one, but I recommended other videos about Kurdish writing. But again, they suggest me to make a lesson myself. So yeah, my lesson, I will talk about cultural, like when I make the 14th lesson, I will talk about Kurdish history or historic writing systems. Then I will talk about the differences between Kurdish writing scripts and Arabic with Arabic and Persian. So yeah, so stay tuned for this lesson. Anyway, let's start romantic phrases. And by the way, I'm going to start explaining our lesson. After that, I'm going to tell you about some of Kurdish history, okay? Because as you know, I would like to teach history and cultural Kurdish themes as well, not just the lesson itself. So when I finish the phrases, if you like to understand Kurdish history and culture about love, you can listen till the end of the video, or if not, you can just watch the lesson to not waste your time to hear the things you don't want. Anyway, let's start our lesson. Basically, first we have love. Wait, I made a mistake here. Yeah. Basically, love, if in Kurdish, if you say love, you say khoshavisti. Actually, this is noun. This is a noun. For example, if you say love is good, in Kurdish you say khoshavisti basha. Basically, basha means it is good. So, love is good, khoshavisti basha. Love is good, khoshavisti basha. So, khoshavisti basically means it is a noun. The verb is khoshvistin. This is infinitive. In Kurdish we call it chawg. In Arabic it's called masdar. Means infinitive. So khoshvistin is the verb. But this verb you're conjugating it when you talk. So if you use it in past or etc. So this verb changed its form. I mean, not totally, but you add things, suffixes, affixes, suffixes and prefixes, etc. Khoshavisti kirdin basically means doing love or making love. Something like that. If you don't know about kirdin, you can go back to my two previous lessons actually here. In lesson 11, I talk about verb to do because in Kurdish we have compound verbs. Some verbs you make it by combining it, a word combining it with a verb, it becomes another verb. Then we have avin. basically it's a name, but Evin means love. Evini, just like Khoshavisti, also means love. But these ones are nouns. Oh, sorry. And if you want to say Evini Kirdin, it also means to make love. And it's not to make love like to have sex, but to do love or something like that. Okay. To love, as I said, the verb is خوشویستن or خوشویستی کردن. If you say I make love or I do love, you say خوشویستی دکم. But خوشویستن means to love. Later I will tell you how can you say I love you, so don't be panicked and say, oh my god, why there is not, why you don't tell me how can you say I love you now. So just wait for a minute and I'm going to explain to you how can you say I love you or stuff like that. Lover, basically we have some words. Some of them are a bit funny. خوشویست means lover or someone who loves. Okay, it's both used for boyfriend and girlfriend. خوشویست. But denik, it means girlfriend, and it also can mean boyfriend, but this is more colloquial, this is more used between people. But if you use it usually in books, it's خوشویست. In real life situations, denik, it's in Slemani accent. In Hawledi accent is qil, but actually خوشویست is better to use. For it both means boyfriend or girlfriend, as I wrote it at the end. It doesn't always mean boyfriend or girlfriend. At some sentences it means someone dear to you. Okay. To kiss as a verb means match kirdin. Okay. Match kirdin. Basically match means kiss. Match means kiss. It's exactly the same pronunciation as M-A-T-H in English. Match. So match means kiss. Match kirdin means to kiss. So the noun is match alone. Kirdin means to do. So match kirdin means to kiss. And then we have hug. Hug means bawash. But if you say to hug, we have some words actually. Kirdna, bawash. Kirdna, it came from kirdin, which is verb to do. Bawash means embrace, okay? Kirdna bawash means to hug. We have another word which is widely used in Slemani. Bawash, pia, kirdin. Okay? Bawash, pia, kirdin. This is also widely used. Widely used, not wildly, widely used. Then we have couple. Couple in Kurdish is the same thing, couple. But couple in English, you also can use it for like give me a couple of biscuits, for example. But in Kurdish, you don't use it like this. Couple means a couple, a boyfriend and a girlfriend together, or even if you are gay, still it's couple. Girlfriend is خوشویست, boyfriend is خوشویست, as I told you, means lover. So basically, if you say he is my lover, say awa means this is, خوشویستکم. So aka, as I said, it's like the in Kurdish. Me, it's like it refers to the subject. And I don't know, you added at the end. I think it's from the verb boon. Verb boon means to be. So this is my actually not just verb to be. I talked about demonstrative adjectives. Go back and watch it. So basically means this is my lover, or this is my boyfriend, or this is my girlfriend. We also can say awa khoshawisti minna. This is my lover. You also can say that. Yeah. Before I go to another page, let me write some words in Kurdish script. Khoshawisti, khoshwistin, denik, you write it like this. Denik, it also can be, in pomegranate, not drop, but for example, if you say one grape, I don't know if there is a word that used, like for example, for water, you say drop of water. I don't know for pomegranate or a grape, how can you use that, but it's called denik. So denik is not only girlfriend or boyfriend, it's also like if you say one piece of pomegranate, just only a small one or something like that. Okay, I don't know how to explain here, but yeah, qil is written like this. If you write qil in Kurdish Latin script, there is I between Q and L. It's like shua in English. Okay, match kirdin. Actually, match. This it means kiss, but with kirdin basically means to kiss. Kiss is match. Hak bawash. Couple. It's written like this. Okay, I hate this problem. Okay, wait. I'm sorry to be slow today. Yeah. Come on. Okay. So let's go to another slide. Here we have I love you. How can you say? Well, there's a lot of way to say it based on the structure you use, okay? I love you, you can say min tom khosh davet. This is probably the basic sentence for it. Min means I, tom means you. Actually, to means you, but this M, it refers to min. So basically, we call it Janawi Likau, I think. Basically, this M, it refers to min. Min tom khosh davet means love you. And this verb is conjugated. It's khoshwistin, but we change its form into this one. There are rules for that. Probably I'm going to talk about it in another lesson. It's exactly the same structure as French. If you know how to speak French, you say je, tu, aime. But for, because this is vowel and this is vowel, in French you change it into je t'aime. It's exactly the same structure as French. You have subject, sujet, then you have T. Actually, it's tu. And you have the law of M. It's exactly the same structure as French, this sentence. Je t'aime, min tom khosh davet. Then we have tom khosh davet. You can omit the min because you already have M here that refers to the subject. So at that time we say Bekar Nadiar basically means the subject is disappeared, is not seen, or the subject is vanished, something like that. But you know that you said that because of this M at the end of to. To is object pronoun, and you add M to it that refers to min or subject pronoun. Or basically you can say khoshem davet. So you add M between khosh and davet. This M refers to the subject. So that's why khoshem davet, you don't use, basically you add this M and yate. This yate, it refers to the object, and this M refers to you. So خوشم دويت means I love you. In Slemani, we don't say da. We change it to a. Usually, we change the sounds into a. So خوشم await, it's in Slemani accent. خوشم دويت, this is the standard Kurdish. خوش مويت, خوشم دويت, Tom خوش دويت. In Slemani, we say Tom خوش await. So we omit this sound. It's called, in English also there's something like that. It's called elision, something like that in English. You make it easier to pronounce. So من توم خوش دويت, this is standard Kurdish, but in Slemani we omit this D. We say من توم خوش اويت. This is general way to say I love you. Some people say there are a difference between love. There are different types of love. For example, من عاشقيتم, this is a. من عاشقيتم basically means I love you as well. This عاشق, it came from Arabic. It's an Arabic word, means lover. But in Kurdish, we use it as love. من عاشقيتم means I love you, but this is the highest level of love. Like, it's just exactly like Japanese. Like you say, suki desu, it means I like you and I love you. But there is another word I really don't remember now. Wait, let me search internet for that. I'm gonna show you these videos later. But anyway, I love you in, I don't know, Japanese. Watashi ana ashteimas. Ashteimas means it's the highest level of love, in ashteimas. It's the highest. Actually, there's 3 words. I don't remember them now. But anyway, like sukdes, it's, you say I like you or I love you. But if you want to say like, oh, I really love you, I'm dying for you and stuff like that, this is the highest level. You also can say manshetitum, but you don't usually use this one. Shit, basically shit in Kurdish means crazy or mad. So manshetitum means I'm crazy for you or I'm mad for you, something like that. That's even something like that. Yeah. If you say I like you, you can say hazm leta. You don't use this structure though, but the basic structure would be min hazm letoya. Min, I, hazm means I like. Has itself, only has alone, not with this M, means like or to like. Has kirdin means to like, but has means liking something, to be desired to something. Min hazm means I like. La means at, or sometimes means to, etc. To, yeah. Min hazm la toya means I like you. If you say min hazm la, if you say delete this and put a name of a food, it's also possible. I like that dish, okay? Hazm la toya without min is also possible. Hazm leta, to change this into this, it's also possible. Basically, it means I like you. It's the same verb it's the same verb that you use it for to like something. Yeah. Then I die for you. If you tell someone I die for you, you can say bot demrim, but in Slemani we say bot amrim. So we don't write D. But this is Kurdish standard, that's why I wrote it. Or, this is boto damrim. You also can use subject pronoun at the beginning, min boto damrim. Or you can say bot damrim. This is bo, means for. Okay, I die for you. Bo means for. To means you. This is object pronoun. But basically, you can say both. This T, it refers to the object, so that's why you just don't say to, but say both damrim. You can also say that. Or you can say labarit damrim, but this is actually has a different meaning. It's usually used in band and stuff like that. I think I made a mistake. Yeah. It means I die for you. This is not pickup lines though. I haven't talked about pickup lines. These are just expressions or love expressions. There is no pickup line. So you are actually in relationship to use these words. So I don't want you to get slapped by a Kurdish girl. Yeah. Kiss, it means match. I wrote it again because match kirden is to kiss. If you say kiss me, you say matchum ka. This is in Slemani way. Actually, it's matchum bika. Bika, actually, it's imperative form of the verb kirdin. But usually you omit this b. You say matchum ka, means kiss me. Or you say matchum bika. Let me write some of these words. Oh my god, not again. Let me write some of these words in Kurdish script. Men, Tom, hoş evet. If you say I love him or I love her, you can say men avum hoş evet. Okay. Okay. I like you. I like you. Min hazm yeta. And min ashqitum, you write it like this. Min ashqitum. This letter is a little bit different to say this one. Oh my god, no, come on. I hate this kind of problems, okay. This is probably it's a little bit difficult for a non-native speaker to say. Yeah. Then match, I think I wrote it, but match and baka, this is how you write it. Match and baka, or you just say match and ka. Okay, next slide. I'm sorry I'm a little bit slow today because I'm sad for my squirrel, for the God's sake. So yeah, but I'm sorry to make it longer. So yeah. Anyway, sweetheart is dlakam, means my sweetheart. Basically, dlakam means my sweetheart. If you say my heart, but let me tell you, like sweetheart, you'll in English somehow you can use it for like I don't know, not strangers, but yeah, I mean it's not just necessary for a boyfriend or girlfriend. But in Kurdish it's a little bit specific. You know, there's dlakam. You have, I think this is more romantic word. My heart means dlakam, or basically dlakam means my heart. Dil, it's heart. Aka is definite suffix. M is goes back to object, I think. So dlimin, you also can say dlimin. Dlimin is also means my heart. Dlimin, you can say it in this tone. Just tell someone my heart or sweetheart. But lakam is, I don't know, I think it's more used. My eyes means chakam, but chakam is also used, you know, it's not necessary to use it for boyfriend or girlfriends, but it's kind of romantic. Chakam means my eyes. My soul means gyanakam or rohakam. Gyan basically means soul. These two phrases is exactly means rohakam, or basically it's both. Oh my god, both of them means my soul. But this one, roh, is an Arabic word. It's a loan word from Arabic. But gyan, it's the same word, but it's a Kurdish. So gyanakam is totally Kurdish. This roh. In Kurdish means gyan, the same as here, but this is in Arabic. Gyanakam, basically you can use it as romantic phrase or as a phrase that to be friendly with other people as well. You can add gyan at the end of the names to make it more nicer when you talk with someone, even the stranger, it's okay. But gyanakam means my soul, so it can be romantic. My flower means gulakam. House and fortune of mine. Yeah, I don't know. It's a strange Kurdish flirting with your lover. You say malu mulkaka means my house and my fortune. So basically, it means my house and fortune. Yeah, it's weird. It is weird. I know. My everything. It's hamushtam. Yeah, or you can say hamushtakam. Hamushtam, and hamushtakam, both of them are possible. Or you can say hamushti min. Basically, hamu means all. My dear azizakam, it means my dear. It's not necessarily romantic. I think you can use it with ordinary people as well in certain situations. So basically, my lesson is finished here. If you don't like to understand Kurdish culture, because I will tell you about some different things, you can leave this video now because our lesson is finished. But if you want to hear more about Kurdish culture, you can stay till the end of the video. Basically, Mem and Zain it's a Kurdish epo. I think this is how you read this word, epope. I don't know. It's Kurdish, like it's epic, okay, epic. But it's a love story. It's a very famous Kurdish love story. It's an epope written by Ahmadi Khani in 1692. It's written in Kermanji, but it is translated into Sorani by a Kurdish poet that is called Hajar Mukriani. Basically, I have read it in Kurdish Sorani by Hajar Mukriani. He translated it from Ahmadi Khani, which is really cool. There are some, I'm not going to talk about it in detail, but every Kurdish student must study it at high school. Anyway, it consists of more than 2,550 lines, and it's in Kurdish. There is a Kurdish rhythm. In English there is stress and stressed syllables. In Kurdish there are not stressed or unstressed syllables. There is a rhythm that is called keshi khomali. It must be 5 syllables each line. Just like haiku, when you have 3 lines, 5 syllables for the first line, second line must be 7 syllables, and the last line must be 5 syllables. Each 2 lines must be 5 syllables. And the rhyme scheme is couplets. So, in Kurdish we call it masnawi. Masnawi basically means one line is rhymed to another line. 2 lines, each 2 lines together has the same rhyme. So it's A, B, B, C, C, D, D, etc. It's a great word and it's very famous. And in case if you want to see Ahmadi Khani, this is Ahmadi Khani. Probably you can find English translation for his work. This is in Parki Kishti in Slemani in downtown, and and this is a portrait of Ahmadi Khani. There is an artist drew these pictures based on Mamuzin. Basically, Mamuzin are 2 lovers. Mam is the boy, Zin is the girl. Mamuzin basically means Mam and Zin. It's very famous in Kurdish, so basically you can see a lot of people that are called Mam or that are called Zin. Basically, it's a Romeo Juliet of of Kurdistan or of Kurdish culture. They died. It's a tragedy. It's not a happy ever after. Um, but yeah, both of them are from a royal families. But Zine is from another country, another kingdom, and Mem is a, you know, Zine is princess in another country, and Mem is a prince in another kingdom. So, for some reasons, Mem goes to another country. I don't know, for traveling or for whatever. I don't really remember the story. Then he sees Zine and they fell in love, and yeah, but some people don't want them to be together. In 2002 or 2003, but I think most likely 2003, there was a Kurdish series about that. They made it into a series. Sorry, this one. Yeah, I will put link in the description for. I think it's 30 episodes. Yeah, it was cool. I remember when I was a kid, I was watching it, although it doesn't have a good quality. But if you want to listen to it and practice it further, it's Mem. This actor is called Nizar Lajani, I think. I think so. So anyway, I will put link in the description if you want to watch it. It's 30 episode or something like that. But at the end, Mem dies, as you see here, but he dies by a pomegranate because a witch is giving him a pomegranate that has poison, and he dies. And Zin dies because she cannot eat. She doesn't eat. She doesn't want to eat, so she dies. These are some pictures that by an artist. I'm going to put. I'm trying to find the artist and I think her website, and put it in a link in the description, so you can find her or his works. I don't know. Basically, it depicts Mem and Zine. This part, okay. Let's talk about this scene. Mem and the king of the other country, they decide to play chess. If Mem won, the game would be in 3 rounds. If Mem won all 3 rounds, the king would let her daughter Zine marry Mem. If not, if Mem loses even a game, he won't marry Zine and he must go away. So basically, they play, and Mem is very good at the game. So he won 2 rounds. In the 3rd round, the prime minister of the king says you have to change your places this time. He says that just because he makes Mem see Zine from the window, so he got misdirected, or I forgot the word in English. Oh my god. So anyway, the Mem cannot focus on the game. Okay. Misdirection, I think. So anyway, he misdirected, and he cannot watch, he cannot focus on the game, so he loses the 3rd round, so he loses the game. It's one of the scenes I really like. This scene is also, I read it in the book, it's kind of Mem and Zine, they see each other in the garden, and but Mem and Zine is not really just a love story. Ahmadi Khani, he talked, there's a lot of symbolism in his book. Aside of the book, it's about nationalism. And there's Greek philosophy. And there are a lot of stuff in his work. So it's not just a love story and that's it. Ahmadi Khani's Mem and Zine epic is full of philosophy and many things. So it's not only a love story. But anyway, this scene here, they see each other in the garden, and they do some stuff. This is by another artist. I don't know who, but if you search Mamenzin, you will find a lot of this scene because this is one of the important scenes that Mamenzin they meet each other in the garden and yeah, and basically some people say it was based on a true story. So in a city in in Kurdish part of Turkey, in northern Kurdistan, there's actually two graves. They buried side by side here. Uh, but I'm not sure if the place do exist. I'm not sure if there are really Memenzin or two people were exactly like Memenzin, but you can search more for it and you will find information about it. And I will put a link in the description about Memenzin, a link to Wikipedia, so you can understand it more. Okay, let's talk about Küçük Afroş. It's a very famous picture or a very famous painting that almost every Kurdish house had it a long time ago. Even my grandparents, in my grandparents' house, they had it. This one is more common, this one here. This one is not very common, but from the face you can, like, if you show it to a Kurdish person, he or she can recognize it. But anyway, this one is more famous. Basically, Küçük Afroş, I don't really know the story. Some people say it was just an imagination or something like that. But anyway, Küçük Afroş, basically they said she was a very, very beautiful Kurdish girl. And when Kurdistan was under British colonialism, when Kurdistan was basically it was a British colony, and a British officer saw her and liked her, so he kidnaps her. There's a movie, they made it, but I haven't seen the movie, to be honest, but there's a trailer. I will put the link of the trailer in the description. But I don't know, I don't really like them. But as far as I know, there were a lot of criticism about the movie. But anyway, and you can see their English is not that good. I don't say my English is good, but like for a movie like this, I don't know. But you can see some of the scenes.
Love has not
love. It's not love. It's love.
Limitless.
It's not limitless. I don't know. The Kurdish speakers usually they say limitless between s at the end, plural s, and the sound before it. They put shua between it. I don't know why. For example, books, but some people say books. Okay, car. Some people say caris. So again, here he says limitless. It's actually limits.
Has not limitless. Has not religion.
أنا كذا ما أنا يقول صلب بيني.
اگر تو خواست بینی کری منی من باوکم هیا برام هیا کسوکارم هیا.
Well done. Well done.
نامردینا.
So basically, if you want to see it or whatever, you can search more. I'll put the link in the description of the trailer. And Shirin of Farhad is another story, just like Mamenzin. But Shirin of Farhad, some people say it's Persian, some people say no, it's a Turkish hip-hop, some people say no, it's a Kurdish. But anyway, Kurds are convinced it's Kurdish, Persian are convinced it's a Persian, Turks are convinced to be Persian, I don't know, so yeah. But basically, it's another story of love. But I think Shirin is the girl, Farhad is the boy. I guess Farhad is not from a royal family, but he falls in love with a princess. And and the king tells him that you have, Shahi Bestun, basically it means the mountain of Bestun. He tells him that you have to go and make a big hole from the beginning point of the mountain into the other side. So you must make a hole through it with your hands. So he goes and starts doing that. And I think a cousin of Shirin, which he also in love with Shirin, he make a conspiracy. He He went to tell Farhad that Shirin has died. So basically, he jumps from the mountain and he dies. And Shirin, when she hears that Farhad has died, he drinks poison, and she drinks poison, and she also dies. There are different versions of the story of Shirin and Farhad, but this is the version I have here. Basically, this is the end of our lesson today, and I wish you liked it. So, yeah, stay tuned for the next lesson, which I talk about Kurdish writing system. Till next time, bye bye, and have a nice time.